What up? Man, game two recap. Game two recap. This is crazy. Uh, what a heck of a game. What a heck of a game. Um, there's a lot of narratives in this game. A lot of narratives in this game. But right now, I'm gonna pull up the stat sheet real quick on my iPad. I'm gonna pull up the stat sheet. Um, let's see. T Wolves. Um, oh, they don't got the full. Let's see. Let's see. I need the full stat sheet. I need that full stat sheet. Okay, here we go. A lot of narratives. Waiting for my brother to get on. He just drove to. He's out there in Chicago, so I'm waiting for my brother to get on. But there's a lot of narratives in this um in this game. I look at this game and I see experience. That's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing and it's not even all of the Mavericks being experienced. I do think that Fitch is getting out coached by Jason Kidd. I do believe that, and I do believe that Luka Doncic and Kyrie Irving are the best two players on the court. Um, and I believe they just playing ball. And even when the Timberwolves had a really big lead, um, I kept saying to myself that as soon as the Mavs come back, as soon as the Mavs start knocking down some shots, because they shot the ball horribly in the they shot the ball horribly in the first half. So I knew it was once they start knocking some shots down that the game was going to tighten up. And then once the game tightened up, I just know that I really trust Luka Doncic and Kyrie Irving um, with possessions more than I trust anybody on the Timberwolves, even Ant Man. So let's look at some of the stats. But here's the biggest stat I think of the night, and the biggest narrative of the night was that Carl Anthony Towns played 25 minutes tonight. 25 minutes. He was 4 for 16, and he finished with 15.7 rebounds. Um, and they went with Nas Reed. They went with Nas Reed. Now we got to say something because Anthony Edwards, he went 5 for 17. You can't have your top two guys going 4 for 16 and 5 for 17 and expecting to win in the Western Conference Finals. Anthony Edwards finished with 21 points. Yeah, that's still not going to get it done. Ant-Man and Cat, they have to be closer to 30. At least Ant being closer to 30, Cat being closer to 25. That's what they're going to need. Uh, let's look at the Mavericks. You got Luka Doncic with 32, and you got Kyrie Irving with 20. See, and I think Luka understands the assignment. Luka understands the assignment. Luka understands that he's the best player on the floor, and that when he's the best player on the floor, um, you know what I'm saying. You gotta take the shots. Um, you gotta play better than the other team, man. And he allowed Kyrie. One thing I like about the way they play off each other is that when one of them get it going, they give each other the space. So he was giving Kyrie the proper space to to be great in the fourth quarter. But then late he understood that he needed to be the one to take over. And so Luka Doncic knocked down a big shot. And I mean he was cussing Rudy Gobert out. He was even cussing the fans out after the game was over. He was cussing them out. But That's part of the game. Now, um, going forward, what do you think? What do you guys think is going to happen with Karl Anthony Towns and Nas Reed? Nas Reed came in off the bench and dropped 23 points. And with Karl Anthony Towns playing 25 minutes, do you guys think that if the Timberwolves lose this series and Karl Anthony Towns doesn't turn around his play, do you think he might be on the trading block? They could definitely insert Nas Reed at the four position and maybe get another star or two to go and play in Jaden McDaniels and Mike Conley position. Um, so it's a series. I mean, it's 2-0. Does not mean that the series is over, but I can see that there could be a blowout coming. Like I said, I don't even think the Mavs have played that great. I think the Mavs have shot the ball poorly in the first two games, and I don't think they're going to shoot the ball poorly when they go back to Dallas. Now, I was telling my brother that um I was telling my brother that the way that Luka Doncic and Kyrie Irving put pressure on the defense of the Timberwolves, they make you commit to try to stop them. So they make the big men try to help. So if the big men doesn't help, Kyrie and Luka are going right to the rack. But as soon as the big men help, they just throw the ball up right next to the rim, and Lively and Gafford and PJ Washington and Jones, these guys just go up and they just dunk the ball in. And it's a very hard thing to stop because um of how effective they are. They try to do this prevent type of defense where you show but you still backpedal and back up, so you kind of trying to prevent the law. I mean, we trying to prevent the alley oop, and you trying to stop the guard from getting to the basket, but it's looking like that's not even working. So I just think that going forward, Ant Man is going to have to play um out of his mind. That's what I think. I think Ant Man is going to have to play out of his mind, and Karl Anthony Towns is going to have to play much better than he's been playing uh this series. They both have to come up and play better. They have to play better. Um, just looking to see. Yeah, because we was gonna talk about the game and also talk about a little bit of Caitlin Clark. Y'all let me know what y'all feel about Caitlin Clark. But um, yeah, I'm gonna send my brother this. But yeah, y'all tell me what y'all think, man. Y'all tell me what y'all think. If y'all think about the T Wolves, hit me up in the chat. Hit me up in the chat. Let me know what y'all think. Do y'all think that this is over for the T Wolves? Remember last series, T Wolves they won the first two games against Denver, and that ended up being a 7-game series. Do you think T Wolves can make this a 7-game series? I originally picked Dallas in 7, so that's the way I originally picked. But I'm shortening it up now. I'm gonna go ahead and say that I'm thinking that it's gonna be the Mavericks in 6. I can see 6. And I just think that the Mavericks are hard to guard. It is hard to guard. With Kyrie and Luca, the way they're playing, it is very hard to guard. And those big men are just so athletic. But somebody need to tell me about Cat. Cat only played 25 minutes today. Nas Reed got most of his minutes. Are we looking at what the Timberwolves may be thinking about in the future, inserting Nas Reed into the starting lineup and trading Cat for um, a small forward and a point guard. You know, that's what I think could be happening pretty soon. And that's what it looked. I think it was more than just Cat had a bad game. I think it's just a message being sent that hey, we're not going to prioritize. If you don't play good, we're not going to prioritize you because you're a star. Most of the time, when they're all stars and they're stars, you leave them on the floor. You know what I'm saying? You leave them on the floor just cause you leave them on the floor because they're an all star and they can always make a big play. But they chose not to. They chose not to leave Cat on the floor tonight. They chose to play Nas Reed down the stretch, and we're gonna have to see what that narrative is. Still waiting for my brother to pop in. Like I said, he's on his way to Chicago, so I'm waiting for him to pop in so we can really start talking about the T Wolves and Mavs. Also talk about Caitlin Clark. Anybody that's popping in the room, just let me know if you guys what you guys think and about the T Wolves and the Mavs. Also, if you have any thoughts with Caitlin Clark, the whole narrative is that the players are hating on her. Even Angel Reese had mentioned her in a tweet. I think she deleted it. Let me know how you feel about Caitlin Clark. Um, but yeah, just waiting on just waiting for my brother to pop up. Let me read y'all the statement for Caitlin Clark. I'm just seeing Jamel Hill say this. We would be all very naive if we didn't say race and her sexuality play a role in her popularity. While so many people are happy for Caitlin's success, including the players, this has had such an enormous impact on the game. Uh, we definitely gotta talk about that. So, um, just waiting for my brother to pop in. Please hit me up in the chat. Y'all popping in. Thanks for tuning in. Hit me up in the chat. Let me know what y'all think about the T Wolves versus the Mavs, or if y'all have anything to say about Caitlin Clark and people, players may be hating on Caitlin Clark. Should they just give Caitlin Clark her respect? Um, um, Let me know what y'all think in the chat because it seems like there's a lot of conversation. Okay, I'm sorry about that. My live keeps going out. Not sure exactly what's happening with the internet. But yeah, anything basketball, especially Caitlin Clark or T Wolves versus the Mavs, y'all holler at me. Let me know what y'all think. I'm still sending the links out. My brother's supposed to pop on. If you want to pop on, hit me up in the chat. Send me an email address or something like that. I will send you the link so you can get on. But yeah, that's all we doing, man. Yeah, if you want to get on, just let me know. Also, share the room. Share the room. What up? What up? What up? What up? Talking that T Wolves and Mavs, and we talking about Caitlin Clark. Let me know how you feel. Let me know how you feel about either one. Mavs with a very big win tonight. Very big win. Yeah, let me know. Let me know. Kyrie looked really good. He was missing a lot of shots in the first half, but Kyrie looked really good. Looking really good. It was he stepped it up in the fourth quarter, and then Luka Doncic was able to step up and do his thing in the fourth quarter. So but yeah, just talking about the game, talking about the game. So how do y'all feel about Caitlin Clark? I'm gonna look up some stuff on Caitlin Clark that people have been saying. Um, so there's a news article by Complex. It says Angel Reese responds to Charles Barkley saying WNBA players should stop giving Caitlin Clark a hard time. Signs of beef between Reese and Clark was first seen during the 2023 Women's College Basketball National Championship game. Angel Reese had some words for Caitlin Clark and Charles Barkley. Uh, after the latter claimed other WNBA players should stop being petty and thank Clark for getting the league private charter flights, visibility, and more. Earlier this week, Sir Charles called out various WNBA players for allegedly giving Clark a hard time on the court. According to Barkley, the women in the league should thank Clark for all the changes that have been implemented instead of giving her a hard time. Now, Barkley's statement and all the press regarding Clark may have rubbed Reese the wrong way. She hopped on her X page and shared a since-deleted response after her Chicago Sky team handed the New York Liberty their first loss of the season. Reese poured in 13 points and 9 rebounds and 1 assist. According to Reese, teams need more than just one player on a charter flight to be successful. And that's on getting a win in a packed arena, not just because of one player on our charter flight. She tweeted. There are several layers under Reese's message. The 22-year-old mentioned her team added a tally to their win column, a possible shot at Clark and the Indiana Fever, who are currently 0-5 on the season. The mention of a packed crowd could refer to teams selling out arenas without the help of Clark. While the charter flight reference is an obvious nod to the WNBA ruling that teams can now take advantage of such perks. The friction between Reese and Clark can be traced back to 2023. Yo, so I don't know what you mean by just because of one player on a charter flight. I'm not sure what she mean by that, but yeah. So it was a big night in basketball. T Wolves got the win. I mean, not T Wolves got the win. Um, Mavs got the win. Um, Mavs got the win. T Wolves are down 0-2. They're going back to Dallas. Let's see what happens. And then you know what I'm saying? We'll go from there. I'm trying to see if my brother can get on. If not, then we'll just go ahead and end it, and then we'll just, you know what I'm saying, do another show after the next game. Uh, but if not, then my brother can't get on, then we'll go ahead and just end it. But yeah, we tonight we just talking about the T Wolves, the Mavs, and Caitlin Clark. And y'all let me know what y'all think. If y'all watch this, hop in the chat. Let me know what you think about Caitlin Clark, or let me know if the T Wolves can bounce back. Yeah, going live, live. Shout out to YouTube. Texting my brother right now. Okay, we gonna go ahead and end the live. We're probably gonna bounce back and do a live tomorrow. But thanks for everybody checking in, and I'll holler at y'all later. All right, peace.